everybody.
We are officially live.
We are live and everything.
Unless you get a necrotic shroud, you might not be so live.
Oh, yep. All right. Well, that's foreboding. So, hey, you'll notice this is Jane over here in the DM chair today. I'll be DMing a one-shot. Yeah, so why don't you guys quickly tell us who you're playing? No one's their normal character, and also some people you may have never seen before. So,
what's up, Tyler? Normally the DM. Today I am playing Ratharian, the Asimar Sorcerer, level 7.
Alright, I'm Mahmoud, and I chose the Hunter, named Orgaron, a Ranger, and a Dwarf, level 7.
I'm Ryan. I'm playing John Vandalar again. Played him in the last one-off. He is now a level 5 cleric, Fireball, and level 2 fighter.
Cool.
I'm Levi. I am a half-orc fighter. My name is Vasher. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting at level... Do you start at 1?
Level 7 fighter.
Kick me up at
Normally
7.
you would. In this case, we're playing level 7.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was 1 or 0, but I'm 7. All right. Yes. My name is Vasher, and I've got kind of a shady background.
All right. And as a note, we've got a couple... Is it your first time playing?
I've never played 5. I played 3.5 back in the day. But...
cool. So we've got a couple first-timers, so...
Yeah, it's exactly my first time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try to be gentle.
Tell us what to do, Mahmoud. I don't know.
Help us, Mahmoud. You're our only hope.
Perfect. Don't kill me.
All right. So we're just assuming that the 4 of you are an adventuring group.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You've known each other for a while. You've traveled together. We'll skip the whole awkward first date bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're all, I know, you're all asleep at the tavern in whatever town you're in, having completed something or other, and maybe a long night of drinking. I don't know. You can decide. But
sure.
you, as you're sleeping, you hear some strange noises. You start to sort of rouse, and anyone who has a decent perception might notice that you get sucked into the floor, into a portal in the floor. And as you come to, you're dizzy, disoriented. Suddenly you're outside. You're under a large tree. The sky is different. It's green around you. You're very, and all 4 of you are on the ground, confused, feeling a little dizzy.
They put roofies in that drink last night. I swear. I'm gonna kick that bartender's butt.
And suddenly, as you're sort of coming around, you see a very angry little creature in a red hat go, "Ha!" and run up to you, Vasher, and swipe at you. And let me grab that. Let's see if he.
Well, you better re-roll another character.
For fun, guys.
I got this. Fireball.
I don't like Ryan having Fireball. I really don't like it.
And that is a 24 to hit you. I assume that hits your armor class?
Yes,
okay.
It does.
So you're going to take some slashing damage. And we're going to get this party started, kids.
3 HP.
So
Thanks.
you're going to take 9 slashing damage.
I'll use the dry erase.
Gotcha.
As this angry little... As you look closer at it, it looks like maybe a little bearded gnome with red glowing eyes and a big red hat and carrying a awful little sickle. It's small and it is just it's sliced your arm, we'll say.
Alright.
So from there, we're going to have everybody roll initiative. So that's a d20 plus whatever says in your initiative box. If you don't have anything there, it's your dexterity modifier.
Sweet.
And just... so that is...
Please tell me where initiative is. I feel like it should be alphabetical and I'm missing
Initiative is +2 to your roll.
There we go. Alright.
Okay, did anyone get between 20 and 25?
Negative.
Okay, 15 to 20?
Yes.
What'd you get?
19.
19
Nice.
for Orgaron. Okay, 10 to 15?
10.
10? Wow, you guys rolled terribly. Good job. Okay.
We're tired. Give us a break.
All right.
Oh, I
And
got a 4.
4.
What?
Or-
He got
Did you
19.
roll?
Oh, what'd you get?
1.
Well,
Oh wait. Plus 0. 1.
Hey, I rolled in that one too. Like besties.
Times 0 plus 1. 1.
Times 0 plus 1. Oh yeah. Okay.
Carry-
So
yeah.
1.
Carry the
For-
3.
In my initiative tracker for you, I wrote JV because you're clearly JV.
Oh yeah.
um,
I might still be drunk. I'm not hungover. I'm still drunk.
all right, so Orgaron, you're actually up first.
Of course.
No pressure?
So you have I think 25 feet of movement.
Yes.
And so you can move away from this angry... It's a red cap, for anyone who doesn't know they're fey creatures. It's an angry little red cap, this angry little red-capped gnome thing. So you can move up to 25 feet away. You can also take an action and a bonus action. I would recommend moving away and maybe shooting him.
Alright.
That would be my recommendation
I
as
actually wanna-
somebody who plays a ranger.
I'll go with that. I'll move away and I'll shoot one arrow at this thing that's bothering my friend.
So roll your d20.
My d20.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the face. Don't shoot
12.
there.
20.
That is going to hit. Give me just a second.
Of course it's gonna hit. I'm accurate.
If this thing has
Okay.
AC 20, then we're in big trouble.
Yeah, right. No, it does not.
TPK.
It
So,
doesn't.
so
Oh.
that's a
TPK.
D8, and remember, did you add your +1 from your +1 longbow?
Plus. Oh no,
So-
no, I did not.
It'll actually be, so that's attack bonus +9, and then
Okay.
damage bonus +6. You can change that on there if you want, because you have that item for the
Okay.
rest of the time.
Plus 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the middle one plus 9.
Okay.
Yep. And then you can roll your damage when you're ready.
Okay.
So,
Nope.
Oh.
D8.
D8. Right.
This one.
that one. And
Bingo.
then you add that +6 that you're getting.
Okay. 4 plus 6. That's 10.
10 damage. Nice.
Alright.
That's a big hit. It screams, and if any of you understand Sylvan, which I know you do, you hear it go, I'll get you for that. It's very angry at you.
You get a second attack too.
Alright.
Yes, and you get a second.
So
attack.
Okay.
do the same thing all over again.
Okay.
This one first.
This one first.
Yep.
8 plus 5.
Nope.
Nope.
+9.
Plus
so
9.
yeah.
17.
17, that still hits. And then you
Alright.
get to roll that D8, same
D8.
thing. And you're adding +6 to that.
Plus 6 is 7.
Nicely done. It swears at you and Sylvan.
Yeah.
If
What
anyone
exactly does it
understands-
say for my immersion?
Back to
I just
you.
want to know.
Imagine like
Yeah.
stereotypical
Yes.
like sailor swears, and that's what this little guy's serving up
It's a
for you.
seafaring
It's
face.
talking about my mother.
Yeah.
Your mother was a hamster and your father
Yeah,
smelled of
exactly.
elderberries.
Yes.
All right, so it's so did you move away?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're 25 feet away. The rest of you are all like sort of close in. So it's gonna just like whirl around and get all three of you, each of you with one attack. It gets
Broken.
3 attacks, right?
Broken.
I need a saving throw, man.
Okay.
I might wake up. then.
So first on Ratherian, that is only a 12 to hit.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. All right. And then on John Vandalar, that's a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. Dang, striking out. Just like this wicked little... It's like a whirling dervish thing
Yeah.
or Tasmanian devil thing going on here.
More heart than accuracy
And then
going
a
on.
14 to hit you.
Negative.
Wow, that was... Good job, team.
Not
That's
happening.
It probably won't last past the end of this round, so like that was its shot.
Hey, those other ones would have both hit me. So
Alright, so next up we have Vasher.
Alright, 20 plus, or D20 plus strength modifier for melee.
plus your
Or what's
proficiency.
the-
you
Yeah,
have
so
your
you want to
attack
use the
roll?
middle one here.
Oh, alright, got it.
Yep.
And then do I roll each attack
So make sure
separately?
change that
Yes, you
to
do.
plus
Alright.
6.
Any objections to just rolling all 3 attacks and then rolling damage?
You
For
might-
you, no, because he has 2 weapon fighting, so he gets his
You
strength
might
bonus
kill
on his.
it is the only
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Alright.
In this case, there's not multiple opponents, so it doesn't matter. But if there were, you could say, "Oh, this last
Yeah, that
one is
makes
going to be on
sense.
this guy."
Alright,
Yeah.
we'll do it one at a time. So
Okay.
I've got like 26.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Does that hit? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright. What's 3 plus 5? That's 7, 8.
8 more damage. All right. That's how you
your
math.
offhand
There
now.
we go.
What's that? Yep, my offhand. 22?
Yeah.
23? Sorry. Plus was 5, 9.
Okay.
One more.
And then
Not
your
done
extra
yet.
attack.
Yep. So 27. Does that hit?
Yes.
Of
Yes. In
course,
fact, it
yes.
does.
Pretty close to a
Can you
crit there.
please just take over Sai and roll minus for me?
Take a 10.
10 damage. Okay, yeah, you slaughter it, and I'm glad that both of you new folks got some turns there. It shakes
wanna
its
help.
fist at you all, and the blood starts to seep into its red cap. You know, do you want to describe like your killing blow there? Do you behead it?
I'm
Do
just
you-
drunkenly flailing around. I
Drunkenly
probably
flailing.
sliced through one shoulder and out this
All right, give me a Constitution saving throw. Let's see how drunk you are.
All right. Where's Constitution?
Finally, you rolled low.
9.
For your did you add the saving throw bonus? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled
okay,
3.
so you're feeling a little
I'm still hungover?
woozy.
All
Yeah. If you roll a natural 1, it might go more poorly than normal for you.
Yeah.
Just be aware. So, having fended off this angry little creature with a very sharp sickle, you are not pleased about that cut on your
Guy
arm.
woke me up. What can I say? I need my sleep.
After being sort of ambushed, you get a chance to look around and see what's around you. And you're in a bit of a small clearing in a forest. You look up and you see like the sky is hold on, there's a description.
Sky is.
The sky is
Right, we're not indoors anymore. I'm still confused about that part.
We went through the portal.
Did I sleep outside?
Yeah, that's
Like,
Not again.
you see sort of cloudy, overcast. You see kind of like an aura of sort of flickering light coming from the northeast of you. You see there's this big tree that you sort of emerged. Almost it seems like you emerged out of this tree. Like it looks like you fell out of this tree. And then, so the clearing ends behind you. It's really dense woods. You're pretty confident that if you went in there more than a few feet, you'd never find the path again.
I think we should cut the tree down.
yes, you have an axe. 2 axes,
I
in
have like
fact.
4 axes. I don't even know how I'm carrying them all.
Double your productivity.
You want one?
To the north is a small pathway through the forest.
To the north. I'd say we go to the small path.
You don't want
Would
to get
I
lost in the
recognize
woods?
what that little thing was that we just fought? Would I recognize?
The red cap.
You can roll like history or arcana, something like that.
Arcana will be a. Oh, I have a 0 intelligence, a 9.
Okay. It kind of looked like an angry gnome or something.
Wow.
Yeah, weird. It was little.
Super weird. I'm gonna kind of examine the tree, thinking that it might be a portal or something.
Okay.
Do you want to examine it cut down?
Later.
Okay.
It's a very large tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's got green leaves, brown bark.
Interesting.
I can communicate with it. Let me see what it's saying.
Go for it.
Okay. Do you have an ability for that?
I do. I can talk with I can talk with animals, but not
There you go,
plants.
yep.
Never mind.
The tree is technically alive.
But it's not
I had a
an
better
animal,
looking
but-
sister.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so I mean, you can roll something on this tree, but like this tree just looks like a tree in a weird place.
All right, cool.
Okay.
What did you find out?
It's a tree.
Wow. Can we go down the path now?
Hold on. I got a feeling about this tree.
Maybe it's a tree.
Maybe.
Do you want to take some of it with you?
It's a tremendous
Nah.
tree.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, let's take a 2-minute break while I rewrite the whole adventure to be this tree.
I think the tree needs a
I'm gonna-
fire.
I didn't know it'd be
I'm
such
just
a hit.
curious. This path leads into the woods, and we're at the end of a path. Like it doesn't go both ways; it just goes one way.
Yeah, you're at the.
And at the end of this path is a tree. It
No,
seems
well,
like a
there's-
significant tree.
It's mostly a little bit railroady. Like I will admit, like there's a path that is the direction that I would like you to go.
Well, should we all fly over the forest and
Let's
see
get
what's
on the
going
rails.
on?
Indeed.
Good idea. Good idea. Let's take the path.
I will head towards the path.
Likewise.
So as you
I'll follow
walk,
behind.
as you walk down the path, You
Is it? Wait. The sky is a weird color, but is it dark out?
It's overcast.
Okay.
You don't really know what time of day it is.
All right, let me ask this.
I activate my orb of time.
Can I see the detail on that?
It says I can find out what time of day it is. It's my common magical item.
Does it work on this plane of existence?
That's up to you.
Time is very strange.
It could be like Jack Sparrow, where his compass is just going in circles.
So it's 4,400 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean,
It's 4492.
yeah,
actually.
we'll say it's like in the movies when the compass just goes around and around and around. Like that's what your orb of time is doing. It's like
It's 2 p.m.
It's
and I put it away and continue walking.
turns out it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's all the numbers.
It's actually yesterday and tomorrow.
My God.
I was asking about visibility though, like we can see, like it's plenty visible.
It's
He's
yeah,
excited
it's like
about his dark vision.
it's like during the day of like a rainy day kind of thing.
The light, you said that it was in the distance. Is it like lightning, like below the clouds, or does it seem like it's above the clouds?
It's more so. It's more of like flickering on the lower side of the clouds. It's not lightning.
Okay.
It's like a gentle. It doesn't seem to like a lightning would be like a strike.
Yeah.
Like that. This is semi-constant.
Like a campfire, like town lights maybe or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Or like an aura. Sort
Okay.
of thing. Yeah.
Cool. To the path.
So as you walk north on the path, who's in front? Are you?
I think you were leading, but I'm joining you at the front.
Yes.
I would not be leading. I would be like, let's go, and then start going slower.
I'll be at the
slower.
front.
Okay.
And make my way to
Only
the
guy
back.
that's taking damage. Sure, I'll be at the front.
I'll be next to you. Just
All
in
right.
case.
I'll be behind.
So, as you guys go, the first couple of you probably see this easier. You see a woman kind of far in front of you wearing sort of robes like monk-style robes.
Fireball time.
And she turns and sees you and goes, ah! Ah! And like dashes away.
Wait! Jinx. Wait. But she's gone.
Well, she started running, but tell me what you're saying.
No.
What are you yelling at her?
Do not be afraid.
Okay.
By any chance, have you seen a
Halt. Stop running, please.
She says, "No, the demons, they're coming. You can roll like persuasion."
I would like to do what I was going to shout too.
Go for it.
I would say, wait, do you know where there's a magical tree around?
She doesn't.
You
seem
do
to
not
react
get
to
to
what you
walk
said.
towards the
How far
front.
away?
You probably first saw her around 20, 30 feet away, and then she's starting to move, and she's fast. She's starting to move away from you as you follow her. Go ahead and roll a d20, and you're going to add, yes, and you're going to add, do you have persuasion, the bubble?
No, I don't.
Okay, so just add your charisma, which in your case is -1, so this is going to go really well.
Hey.
It could.
Yes.
It could. So roll a d20 and subtract 1 and tell me what you get.
3.
Yeah, she runs faster.
I was gonna say a broken
telling
clock
you
is right
to-
twice a day.
She's like, you just hear her like, the demons are coming to get me, and continues running.
Someone with high charisma should ask her about the demons she's talking about.
Please wait.
Are you pursuing her?
We mean no harm. Yeah, I'll
You're
be
chasing after her?
Well,
Okay.
like chasing, but not like trying. Not like
Yes.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm actually pulling my axes out.
Non-threateningly chasing. We mean you no harm. Please,
So
we're not from here.
You guys chase her for a little bit. She continues to yell about like demons. Occasionally you get sort of apologies. None of it really makes sense to you. And you come upon like a little campsite. There's a tent with a little fire, and she like dives into her tent and like gets into like the fetal position, and it's like no, and you can hear her like yelling.
We can see in the tent.
Well, you see her dive in, and then
okay,
you can hear her like whimpering and yelling and kind of like, oh no.
I'm gonna make a persuasion attempt if I can, and just tell her like, "There's no demons out here. Like,
Okay.
we mean no harm."
Okay, and you?
I would like to walk up to her, just try to put my hand on her and be like, oh, hey,
You're
we're
going in
good
the tent?
friends.
You're just gonna reach in the tent. Like,
And
there's
I'm-
a dog in a kennel gnashing its teeth. And
I am casting friends on
Okay,
this
okay.
individual.
All right. So do yours first. What did you get for persuasion?
D20 plus charisma.
Plus persuasion.
If you have persuasion, you
oh,
can add
shit,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
18.
Okay, alright, so she doesn't seem to, like, change her demeanor, but, like, she's slightly less scared of you.
Alright.
So, like, you reach your hand and she's like, ah! But you, like, she's a little less reactive, too.
If I look around, is there anyone else in this camp?
No. And it looks like, I mean, this is a small tent, small campfire. It looks like it's probably
One
one
person.
Okay. You were going to cast Friends?
Cast Friends.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it just an automatic?
I think it's advantage on charisma checks.
For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature. Oh! I thought you just casted Friends and got it. Alright. Advantage for my
Save
charisma.
friend and enter.
Am I doing persuasion or deception?
Are you deceiving or are you persuading?
Persuading, right?
I'm gonna deceive.
Okay, what are you saying?
Let's figure out what I rolled to see how. Okay, so it doesn't matter. But 7, 10, plus another 5, 15.
Okay.
Like, Miss, we're not demons, and we are here to slay all the demons. You do not need to be afraid of
promises.
us.
We are?
Yes.
She
What's this we?
she continues to, like, scream and react, and actually at this point she's going to, like, crawl under the back of the tent away from you guys and continue running, like, down the path.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Jeez.
That is, I believe, a wisdom save.
In fairness, I'm thinking
Believe so.
knocking around is the best option too.
Is that a second level spell?
Yes.
Let me grab her stats real fast. She rolled a 13. What's your DC for wisdom?
13.
Okay, so she hits it. So she is not held. Sorry.
Alright, she's a little less afraid of me. I'm gonna give her one more please stop before I see if
And
I
I'm
can...
just gonna back off.
I'm
not done with it.
gonna sprint after her.
I'm hanging out by the tree.
Okay, so you guys are staying in the campsite.
Yes.
You two are pursuing. You're just saying please stop, or are you saying more than that?
I'm just saying, please stop. But, like, kind, nice, fuzzy things.
She'll actually respond to you. So, like most people, she's been non-responsive to. You rolled almost well enough.
Alright.
And so she responds to you and says, like, the demons are coming, they're gonna get me, they're gonna punish me, I'm sorry, we let the light out, I'm sorry, and, like, continues running. So you get a little more, but now roll and see if you're successful.
Alright. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Would I have, like, 5, 7, 8? 8? I think,
Her feelings towards you are fickle.
8.
Yeah, that does not seem to improve things at all. She just doesn't
Alright.
really react to what you have to say.
Want me to broadside her, just clock her over the head and knock her out?
I'm not dashing.
Okay. So you guys can keep pace with her. I don't think you can probably catch up to her. She's a monk. They're very fast.
I'm not gonna. I was gonna hang back, but if they're all bolting, I'm gonna go with them. But I'm gonna stay kind of decently far away
Keep
from
your
her.
distance.
But
Sure.
I'm gonna stay within range of these
Sure. Okay.
Yes, me too.
rambunctious
Same.
individuals.
Rambunctious individual.
All right,
That's how my
Scorching Ray.
character would talk.
What?
Sick of this nonsense.
Okay, hold on.
Fireball.
Hold on.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So as you continue down the path, following her, you see you see some stone walls in the distance, and you actually see you can see a person with a large red mask jumping along, like there's a cliff face, and I assume you're just seeing this as you continue after her, and chasing after a pack of, in this case, displacer beasts. If you don't know what they are, they're like black beastie creatures. Actually, I have a... So, these sort of like...
Dirty
Okay.
Panthers
Yes.
with
It looks like
avatar tentcle things.
Yeah, that would be.
It looks like one of Goro's
Dude, those things
pets.
are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goro has
Extra-
pets?
Extra arms.
Oh.
So he's hunting a pack. Oh, I got the picture on pretty well. Okay. So he, this person that you see in this big red mask is hunting a pack of those and running along and sort of yelling like battle cries. And you also can see one with a blue mask, sort of pacing, like on a cliff, like above him or whatever, back and forth, and they don't seem to notice you, and they don't seem to notice the woman that you're chasing either. So, and then there's a large bridge that leads to the cliffs, and then stone walls, like probably about 15-20 feet tall, very smooth stone walls. You're approaching some kind of building.
So my thought process in chasing this person was we need to find out information about where we are. So seeing other people and possibly a town makes me lose interest pretty quickly, because there are clearly other people that I can ask that are not running away from us yet. Keyword yet. So the person in the blue mask who's just pacing is not hunting, is not really going anywhere, right?
Right. Just sort of back and forth watching the one in the red mask. Just, but like can't eat, like doesn't seem to stop at all, just like constant movement, pacing, sort of almost like an anxious, like compulsion sort of thing.
I'm gonna walk up to
side
him.
of this.
Well, I mean, we need to find out something about where we are. So, I mean,
Let's-
these are people we can ask.
Hold on, can we describe this stone thing? Does this look like like a fortress wall? Is this like, what are we looking at here?
Like a small village wall, or
Yeah. So as you approach, you see. So there's. So I'll describe the bridge first. So you see a well-worn staired bridge that sort of closes the gap from this sort of forested area over to this building that you're seeing with the large walls. There's like mists coming up from the like gorge underneath that are kind of like coming up and sort of dissipating and coming up and dissipating and coming back down. When you see, sorry, let me find the description of the temple. You see, it appears to be like one large complex or one large building. It doesn't. It could be maybe a small compound, but we're not talking like a city. So 15-foot high walls, thick, dark stone, very smooth looking. You can see that some of it like isn't covered at the top, and some of it has like a roof or whatever. It looks potentially like a temple or other religious site, or it doesn't look so much like a military outpost, but it could be.
Do I recognize who the temple is to, or if it is a temple, being a cleric?
You can probably guess that it might be like a temple or other place of worship, but you
Can't
don't
tell who?
recognize that yet.
Okay. I'm going to continue walking towards the figure in the blue mask.
Okay, so you're going on the bridge?
Yes.
So
I'm gonna whisper to, I forget your name. Do you have a nickname?
Orgaron.
Do you have a nickname?
Or
Oh, money.
oh,
Okay. I don't like what's I never
John.
wrote down the names. John, and then
I feel like not
Vasher.
calling him
Vasher.
Big O is a missed opportunity. I'm just throwing that out there.
you want?
we need to approach this. I'm gonna stage whisper. We need to approach this cautiously. I don't like what John's doing. Let's
I think I
do
want
what
to.
you usually do.
I think I want to maybe like use my spell, my pass without trace to see what's going on inside this.
Yeah, let's
encampment.
go in stealthy and give John some support.
Yes.
So pass without a trace, the way it works is everyone stays within 30 feet of the person who cast it, and you all get plus 10 on your stealth checks, which is a pretty powerful bonus.
Vash, are you with us, or are you gonna go up with him?
Yeah, like I wasn't pursuing too quickly, so I'm just like not in a hurry. I'm gonna go check things out, but
As your hungover warner.
I'm well, I don't know. Should we do need to
We'll
check?
find
this?
out when you roll your
You can
stealth
try
check.
again.
All right.
So you are in heavy armor, so you need to roll. It gives you disadvantage, so you need to roll 2 dice and take the highest, and then
The lowest.
Lowest.
take the lowest. Sorry,
What
And then-
on what check? Stealth?
On the
Stealth.
stealth check.
Okay.
And then you add 10 because of pass without a trace.
All right.
So let's go ahead. So you're gonna cast your spell. So you'll spell.
I'm
your
not
spell
stealthing,
slots
so
is
I'm just
gone.
not going to roll.
Do what?
Your spell slot is gone.
So that's one level 2 spell slot gone.
You
So you
don't
can
listen,
mark,
I'm
you can
not
tally,
stealthing, so.
you can
Oh.
subtract.
Just keep track. You only
Keep
get to
the
cast 3
3
of them.
there because that's your total.
Okay, but you're
And
Lowest
so
plus
actually, you
10.
keep pass without a trace.
So
You can
that's
cast that
6,
up to
16.
3 times.
6
Oh,
plus
okay.
It's just
your
you can only
stealth, which is
cast
5,
3
so that's
level
11,
2
that's
spells.
21.
Throughout
Slots.
until you
Yeah.
rest.
So you could
That's not
go
bad.
and later cast Cure Wounds at level 2, and that would be one
Here's
of your
my
level 2
D20.
spell slots. Does
I'll
that make
help
sense?
him with
Okay,
Good.
cool. But you're casting 1 level 2 spell right now.
Okay.
So you only have 2 more.
All right.
Until
He's
you
got to
sleep.
succeed before I even get that bonus.
So add your stealth and then a plus 10.
All right.
And I rolled the d20.
Yeah.
So I add this plus
20.
Stealth,
And
right?
Stealth
Is
is.
dex. So you have 20 in dex, so that's going to be a plus 5.
Did you
so-
take stealth?
He did. So he's
Okay.
gonna be 8. So you're gonna have 8
Mhm.
plus your roll plus 10.
8 plus the roll plus, so
So that's
37.
18 plus 19.
I'm at 29.
Okay. 29, 37.
I'm not rolling. I'm
He's
just
not
Oh, you're
stalling.
not there.
21.
21. Okay. Alright, so you guys.
Sai is so proud, by the way.
relatively quietly. Yeah, that was in a level stealth right there.
Yeah.
But so the 3 of you kind of huddle together. You're able to kind of it's the middle of a bridge, but you kind of use the mist's movement to your advantage. You're able to be very quiet as you cross this stone bridge.
Right.
Okay.
Probably using my footsteps as which parts of the bridge are
I would
creaky.
hang back toward until you got kind of over the bridge, and
Mhm.
then like kind of go over it kind of quick, like
Mhm.
trying to be stealthy about it. So it's like, all right, there's a good moment, go. You
Mhm.
kind of stay in the shadows, not just like
Mhm.
slowly creep across the bridge where it'd be
Yeah.
easily seen.
As you're crossing, you see a couple things happen. You see the 2 figures that you were looking at that were on the other side of the bridge. They actually they see you coming.
They see us.
What? Yeah. Well, okay. So they don't see you
Mm.
because you're super stealthy.
Probably see me.
They see you.
Yeah.
And they notice you, and the one in the red that was like hunting aggressively starts to come chase after you, and the blue one like tackles him into the mist, like into the
Oh.
gorge, like off the cliff face.
The blue one tackles the red one.
Mm-hmm.
Off
And
the
they
cliff
and they
face.
both fall into the gorge, into the mist, and it's almost like they fell into, like, the mist is thick, like they disappear as soon as they like hit.
This is some Super Smash Brothers nonsense going on here.
And I'm gonna assume that one of the 4 of you is like looking around
Yeah,
while you
I'm,
do this.
I'm paying attention
Okay,
to my
cool.
surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
You look behind you and you see that those 2 people that had just disappeared have reappeared at the back at the other end of that bridge, so they're blocking your path back into the forest now.
What?
What do you
Are
think
they-
happens if we all just jump off the bridge?
And they're
Are they stationary?
they're chasing after him, which in
Which
turn
is
is
we're
you.
between.
Yeah.
And so they're both running, or is the blue one trying to like hold the red one back?
Yeah, it looks like the blue one's maybe trying to mitigate what the red one's doing, but the red one is like getting
Aggressive.
into battle phase.
Yeah.
He looks
yeah.
violent.
Yeah.
John, get somewhere safe. And I'm gonna just try to say that so he can hear and try to hold like the edge, like
Mm-hmm.
cling. And if as long as it's not making like eye contact at me or the 3 of
Yeah.
us, like
Nice.
just gonna kind of chill there and hopefully he can get somewhere safe.
Yeah. You do see on the temple in front of you, like if you continued going, there is a gate that looks like it could open and close.
If this red dude is running, I'm gonna position myself either on the bridge or at the end of the bridge, whatever seems the best to try and trip him as he goes
Okay.
by,
Okay.
and totally just like, see if I can do a hold to
Okay.
the ground thing and either let the blue guy do his
Grapple.
thing or speak with him, or if he gets too angry, we fight. But
Okay. Alright, so you're sort of hiding in the mists, like with the legs stuck out to trip him.
I'm
Okay.
gonna use like an axe handle.
Oh, he's not gonna notice. Okay, so that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm like making my way slowly past. Like he's stationary. I'm gonna keep going, kind of.
Okay, so
Further.
you're continuing towards the temple.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm crossing the bridge. Yes,
Continuing towards the temple.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
I'm kind of backing up towards the temple, facing the
Okay.
person in red.
Okay.
And just saying, we mean no harm. We mean no harm.
Okay. He continues charging.
Okay.
So he's gonna reach you, and he really failed his perception check. So your goal is to trip him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And possibly grapple him.
Yeah.
Give him a dex save. It's not a very good roll. I'm pretty sure I know what that result is going to be. But let me just make sure.
Am I rolling a grapple or athletics?
You
or
are
something
not.
here?
You basically just say you're doing it, and then it's their job to not get grappled.
How wide is
Yeah.
the bridge? Is my question.
How many of us could walk side by side?
It's like
2, 3.
15
15
feet
feet?
wide, so
Okay.
2
Oh,
or
okay.
3 people.
Yeah, we could.
So he's not able to save off that. He rolled a 9 total. So you trip him. Are you attempting to trip him in a particular direction?
Ideally, I'm attempting to trip him onto the ground such that I can, like, step on his chest or hold him.
So you're not trying to knock him off the bridge?
No.
You're trying to keep him on the bridge.
No.
Not
Okay.
yet.
So he falls, like, swinging his, what does he have? Sorry, hold on. I forget what weapon he has.
Is it a rapier?
No.
Inside joke.
I first produced my rapier.
He, he has a katana. He goes down swinging, like, his katana at, like, just air, just eats it
All right.
on the ground.
Can I like step on his hand or kick his disarm
You're
him?
no longer going to be hidden at this point. Like, this is not an invisibility spell.
Right, no, I'm trying to.
Okay.
Like, I mean, as I'm like, if he hits the dirt, the first thing I'm going to do is try and kick his weapon, or like,
Okay.
I'm not really engaging in combat if
Control the
he's
weapon,
if
yeah.
he's not forcing me to.
You can roll that as we can either roll that as a grapple if you want to hold on to it, or an attack if you just want to kick it away.
Let's just roll an attack.
An attack? Okay, go ahead.
13, and I'm in what strength?
Just add your strength
Yeah.
and
so
proficiency.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, +8. So that's your proficiency. So when they say
Got
your
it.
proficiency, that's +3.
So you're able to kick his weapon away. He is
Happy that happened.
no. I know you're gonna be shocked about this, you
Worth a
guys,
shot.
but like not thrilled. So he's going to let me just check the. He is going to just go at you with his fists, because now he can.
All right.
So he's gonna try and get up. Did you say you were on top of him at all?
Well, I think I said a lot of things.
Grappling is an action. So if you use the grapple action, he would be grappled. In which case he would need.
I used the attack. I kicked it.
Okay,
You
so
just kicked
he
the
is
sword
not
away.
grappled then.
All right.
Okay, so he's gonna go at you with 2 punches. And that's not gonna be a very good roll.
I would like to act at this point.
Wearing
I have a
armor.
moment.
Cool.
Same.
So that's gonna be 13 to hit, which I do not think hits you. And then his offhand, that's a natural 20.
Oh, well, that's gonna hit me.
So that's gonna be
Oh, he might get pushed off.
Wish we had that armor now.
that's gonna be 2 plus his strength. So that's 6 damage
All right.
to you. Yeah. And if we want to go into battle, then we'll do initiative. What are you guys?
I would like, before we go to initiative, if I could, I would like to launch a firebolt at him and then tell the other guy we're only defending ourselves.
Okay.
Which one do you do first?
Both.
No, I'm launching the firebolt and then I'm saying we're only defending ourselves.
But which one are you doing first?
Firebolt.
We mean you no harm. I promise.
I'm still gonna take one round and just be like, listen, there's 5 of us and one of you. Are you really sure you want to do this?
Come on, Bray.
You can hit me again. Roll that natural 20. I dare you.
He's frothing at the mouth.
All right.
Like,
well,
he's not...
We can go axe
like,
time.
you can talk as much as you want, and
he's coming at you, bro.
And it's not even, like, you in particular. It's just, like, anything that gets near him.
Got it.
Right?
We're done being nice.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. So spell attack, we're good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Finding a D10. That will be... If I can figure out if it's a 9 or 6. Okay, 9. 15 points of damage.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a cantrip.
Your cantrip. Got him.
Okay.
And then I
Your
tell the other
mom's
guy,
cantrip.
if you want me to roll persuasion or anything or whatever it is, we're only trying to defend ourselves. This can stop whenever.
So, the one in the blue...
I was going to say, what's blue doing?
Yeah.
Blue's been following and, like...
And do we need to roll initiative?
That's probably coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue's good
So-
too. We can't do.
Blue calls out and says, "No, you can't." And it's a woman. "You can't stop it. Like, just run. You can't stop him."
All right.
It says there are strange things here going on. Just run while you can.
Blue says that to Red.
Who says
To
it's
us,
us?
guys.
Oh, okay.
I will run toward. Then I'll start running towards
The temple.
the temple.
Same.
Yep, same.
I mean, I'm literally face to face with him. Can I
Vasher,
knock
let's
him?
go.
Is there like a guardrail on this bridge?
You could try and shove him over.
Yeah. Can I?
That's fine.
All right.
You also have the option to what's called disengage,
All right.
which
Yeah.
is you can use your action to move away from this. From
No,
this
I'm gonna try
person.
and shove him over.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Well, we
Alright,
tried.
so that's gonna be athletics. Contested, so
God,
he's
dude.
also.
Can I have your D20?
So I got something like 26.
That's actually gonna be close. Let me see what it is.
Oh no.
He rolled a 20.
All right.
Not a natural, but a...
Yeah.
So you're able to shove him, we'll say, the 5 feet to where he's, like, toppling over
All
the
right.
railing. We'll just see if he loses his balance. Yes, he definitely does. That was a 2. I'm not even going to add whatever it is. So he topples over the railing, disappears into the mists. The woman's like, no! And, like, runs back to the end of the... runs back to the other end of the bridge to wait for him to reappear. But she's still just constantly moving. Just like, even when she's yelling at you guys, following you guys, just constantly pacing, constantly moving, just cannot be still. So.
I would like to look around if I reach the other side of the gate.
Yeah, so you guys, are you all going to the gate together?
Yes.
Well,
Now that you've done that?
Do we want to try and engage Blue at all in conversation?
yeah. I mean, I just...
I'm gonna get to the other side of the bridge and be ready to bolt for the gate, I guess.
Let's engage with conversation on the other side of the gate.
Let's engage while
Is
we're
that
moving
close enough?
towards
Can
it,
she
so-
hear us?
Well, she just ran back over to the other side of the bridge. But so as you run, you see this gate it's a carved set of wooden doors. You see a bunch of different animals: lions, cranes, horses. There's a small wind chime that's sort of tinkling as you run there as well. And the gate is like just cracked open a little bit.
I'm gonna try to push the doors open.
Okay. Yeah. So you're I assume that you guys work together. You're able to open
Yep,
the gate.
I will help.
Do you all go in?
Yeah,
One
sure.
side? Okay.
Well, I just want to ask her, the blue woman, one more question. Like, what specifically else can you tell us about these demons?
Okay. When they make it back to the door, then but she's like far away now. Did you want to do that while she was like yelling at you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you say like, "What's going on?" And she says, "We let the light out. It's our fault. I have to go make sure he doesn't get himself killed." And then runs away.
I'll yell at Orgron, like, "Hurry up, let's go."
So you
All right.
you
They
make
go.
it, whoever is closing the door, just give me a strength.
I'll help close the door.
Roll. Okay.
I'll assist him for advantage.
Just a standard strength check.
Yep.
I'll assist you though.
20.
You can have advantage.
You can roll again take advantage. That's fine. Working together.
20.
Okay. So you close the door. You're able to kind of to bar it yourself. And if you're hanging out there for a minute or two, you get a minute to breathe, and then you hear a body slam against the gate, and it holds.
I'll look for a way to close it.
It's closed. It's
Like
Like
if
a
there's
bar.
like a bar we can bring down. Or some way
you can do that. Yeah, it's closed.
Does it look like it's starting to give it all? Like, will this person eventually get in?
Maybe, but
no.
it's holding for now, for sure.
I turn around and kind of look to see if there's anybody else in this area.
Yeah. Okay.
Town thing.
I'm gonna just be making sure it's closed the best that we can. I'm not gonna pay attention to that stuff.
So you see, like an entry hall. It's got wooden flooring. It's walled with sort of finely crafted weapons. So you see long swords, short swords, axes,
sword.
all kinds of stuff. They look like they're nicely made, but without like doing like detect magic or something like that. You're not gonna be able to tell if one of them is magical because they all look like equally nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look around to see if anybody's in the
Sure.
I'm gonna look if there's a wand or a staff or something.
I'm gonna call out
Grab
like, hello, is anybody here? Or
Okay. So
P.S. Here come the zombies, guys.
So you see a large fire pit in the middle that burns, but you don't feel any heat off of it. You see to the left an open door leading to what looks like an outdoor area. To the right is a closed door, and you see nobody. And in that minute or two that you were paused between barring the door and the guy slamming against it, when there was relatively little noise, you heard nothing. No birds, no nothing. All you could hear were the two folks on the outside.
No rustling of crackling embers. No
Nope. The fire's not making any noise.
Okay.
Do I know
I'm gonna
anything
try
about
talking. I'm gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
hold on a second. Does noise come out?
Yep, you can talk.
Okay,
Yep,
I'll say
you
hold on a
can hear
second.
each other just fine.
Then I'll be like, okay.
You can hear yourselves walking.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand and try to go out and test the handle on the right, the one that you said was closed.
Sure. Yeah. Your mage hand is able to. I don't know if it has a handle. We'll just say it does. Is able to see that the handle it's not locked.
Okay, then I'm gonna push it open.
Okay.
I'm gonna examine the fire while this is happening. Being a light cleric, I figured I would know something about magical flames. So
There appears to be a fire. It's the more you look at it. Actually, roll perception for me. We'll get to you in just a sec.
Can I use my natural perception instead?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 15.
Okay, so you stare at it for a while, and you realize that it's not moving. It looks like somebody took a picture of a fire, right? It's there. It's three-dimensional.
Yeah.
You can touch the rock and the...
Yeah.
Right? It's physically there. It isn't an illusion. I assume you kind of put your your hands on it, whatever. It's physically there, but it's not moving. It's not making any sound, and it's not giving off any heat.
Is there any wood at the bottom of the fire?
Yeah.
Unburnt wood?
Some that looks like it's in the process, and there's probably some that have gone over maybe to coals.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like this is a fire in the process of burning. It's just not moving. It's not alive. You know what I mean? Obviously not alive.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame at the logs and see if I can light it on fire.
Okay. You cast Sacred Flame. There's nothing roll save for. It fails. The piece of wood.
Is there any other? Do I have a bit of cloth? Is there a stick on the ground? Can I just throw something into the fire, see if it ignites?
There aren't any sticks on the ground. You could use either a wooden handle from a weapon, or you see there's an outdoor area to the left that you could go to and see if you could find something. Otherwise, you could use a piece of cloth. We'll just assume you have an extra change of clothing or something you could rip off. Yeah. Nothing catches. You do the Sacred Flame. It doesn't even nothing even moves. Right? You're used.
Not even the logs.
No, the thing, and you hit it. You directly hit it. There's no question about that. Your powers work. Nothing moves. Nothing happens. You open that door. I'll just describe what you can see in there.
And I'm 30 feet away, so
Okay.
I'm not seeing.
You're
the
not
whole
right
thing.
up on it. Okay.
Nope.
You see it opens into a sort of large, sort of cavernous space, and you see a figure in the middle of the room, and you'd have to get a little bit closer to get more detail on that.
But she looks like a monk wearing robes.
Guys, stage whispering. We should check that out. There's somebody in here.
Right. I walk over and look.
Were
at the
you
person.
looking at anything in the room before we progress?
Well, I was just looking at the weapons still.
The weapons,
Yes,
okay.
the bows, specifically, bows and arrows.
They're nicely crafted, nice carving. It's hard to tell if something is decorative or more functional. You already have a really nice longbow. And so just by looking, without spending like a lot of time investigating or maybe casting a spell, that sort of thing, you can't identify whether it would be like more effective in combat, but it might be worth something. So you could grab something if you wanted.
I'll take one of the nice
Okay,
arrows.
yeah. It's got pick your favorite animal, and it's got carvings of it.
Dragon.
Awesome. It's got dragons on this bow.
But then
Real quick, my battle axe, are we going to say those have metal handles?
Up to you.
I guess it doesn't matter because
Probably
nothing's burning.
raft handles.
I'm just going to poke the fire and see if I can push a log or if like it goes through it or if I can't move it at all. Just real quick there.
So your weapon can go through the flame just like it would normally.
All right.
It can touch the wood. It can touch the like stones or whatever around it. But it can't move anything. And you're a strong guy. Like you can put all your effort into it. You can
I'm not gonna
shove.
do
I mean,
that,
you were
but-
able to knock that dude all the way off the bridge, right?
It's rock
you're
solid.
you're comfortable that if you cannot move it, it is not movable.
All right.
Right?
I'm joining these guys checking out this room then.
Okay.
I guess I'll poke my head in first then.
Okay. So as you look, you see when you look with a little more detail, you see that it looks like actually a sort of an empty suit of armor, like samurai style armor. In the center of a room that is sort of lined with trees, and it's facing the doors to the north. So you're coming in from the west, facing the doors to the north, katana sheathed to its side. It's got a chain around its neck with a big heavy key, and do you guys you haven't crossed the threshold yet, have you? You haven't stepped in.
I'm just
okay.
looking in.
So the suit of armor is just pointed towards the north.
So as we're looking at it, it's facing to the right, I believe. We came in through the west,
To your left.
and it's looking north, right?
It's
It's facing to the
Yeah,
left.
to the left.
If we
it would be
can
facing
Facing
to
to the
your
left.
left.
Okay.
Yeah, as you look in from the door.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
my mage hand and kind of push down on the stones that are like in front of us. Like just push down on a couple ones just to see if there's any
Sure.
sort of trigger with that.
Yeah.
It can only apply 10 pounds of force. So
Okay.
if nothing.
Yeah, we'll say that does it. So, as you do that, you see the head turn, and you see the eyes are like glowing red, and it starts to lunge towards you, and then that would be another initiative.
Yay!
Yeah.
Battle! Oh, yeah.
And give me just a second before you start rattling off rolls.
17, 30, 24.
Oh boy! Really, a
See,
natural
5 plus-
one?
Yay! What
Alright,
happens
well,
in ties?
probably going to the
Two dice
bottom
for-
of the
yes, you go
list.
before me.
Okay.
And then what is HP?
What's hit dice?
So that's if you're down health and you take a short rest, you can use your hit dice to restore your health.
Okay.
A maximum of that. So like if you use 2 of them, you would write down here 5d10.
Got it.
You know, to
Okay.
give you a 5 left.
20 to 25. Okay. 15 to 20. What'd you get?
15.
Lower. Sorry.
Okay. So that's run at a 15. 10 to 15.
11.
So that's you.
No,
Oh,
lower.
no. Oh, okay, okay. You said 11?
11.
Okay. 5 to 10?
We both have 5.
Both have 5.
He has higher dex than I do, though, so.
Okay, so Vasher can go first, that's fine.
Might I ask how far away this character is? I never asked, like, the distance.
Oh, that's a fair point.
23.4 feet away.
No, let me quickly look at the map and see what the dimensions
meters.
of it are.
5.6.
It might have charged a few feet or something, I don't know. But
I'm
It's
not
just
in
started
or
lunging, it
near.
hasn't moved.
I'm several, like, maybe 20 feet away from the doorway. Like, I was joining you guys, but I was gonna let you go inside first.
Yeah,
So-
we were blocking the firewall.
I was peeking my head and using my abilities through the door. I ain't going
It's
through.
about 40 feet from the door.
Close
Okay.
enough for arrows.
I'm just imagining that your character is being attacked and we're like poking at logs. And we're like, it's so weird.
Hold on, guys.
I can
Close the
stick
door.
my
So-
hand in it.
You guys who are by the fire are 5, 10.
Actually, can you close the door with your mage hand? Just
Oh, I'm there. I'm like
So,
looking around.
Fire people, you're about 25 feet from the door, which puts
we
you
push you into the room
which
and close
puts
the
you
door.
about 65 feet from the creature.
all right.
Oh.
And honestly, you might not have even noticed that you're under attack yet.
Okay, I did start doing that after he said he came over.
Oh, okay.
We are, yeah.
Because
We're,
I wasn't
Oh,
peeking
okay.
around by
we're
myself.
investigating.
I said,
Okay,
hey
cool.
guys, come over.
So
Let's
then,
check this out.
so then 40 feet away, give or take, if you're in the back, 45.
What-
Okay.
Okay.
What's about throwing range?
For hand axes,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 20 or 25.
Okay. And can you take like a half accuracy penalty for like up to
You can
plus
take
range or something?
disadvantage
Disadvantage.
to go up to 60.
Okay.
What's arrow range?
More than
longer,
80
yeah.
Okay.
for a
Yeah,
longbow.
you're good.
I thought it was 120.
I have 300. I have a crazy amount because I have sharpshooter, but I think the standard longbow.
It's fine. It's less than we need to worry about.
Yeah, I think it's 80.
Or more
So,
than we need to worry about.
Orgron's up first. So if you want to shoot it,
All right.
or you could use spells on this one if you wanted. So
I definitely will shoot it.
Are you using your new
Shoot
bow?
twice.
Use your new bow.
Yes, my dragon arrow.
Heck yes.
For magical items, you have to like sit down and like become one with it, like attune. It's called attuning. So it's like an hour to like sit there and.
Oh.
So if you do that, you won't get any
Even
abilities,
as a
even
DM,
if it
you
is
say.
magical. So you want
Oh.
to
I
keep
need some
whatever you
sword
are
love
using.
like I
Gotcha,
never
okay.
knew.
I'm still
Just a regular arrow then.
What's up with that sword?
Go ahead and roll your d20. 150 and 600. You're right.
Another 15.
15 total. That is not going to hit.
Oh.
This is
You have +9, so that'd be a 19.
Oh, a 19.
Yeah.
Oh,
still doesn't hit. This is a full suit of armor with a shield.
whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta go.
Goodness.
All right, so that one bounces off,
So
and
you
you're
can
like,
do
"Oh,
again,
I
another
thought
roll."
I thought I shot really well. Like, what is this? It just barely misses.
12.
Was that with the +9?
Yes.
Oof, no, that doesn't hit.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you
no,
shoot
absolutely.
off a couple, and you're like, oh man, okay. So up next is Retherian.
What would you consider closing a door? A bonus action, movement, action?
This one wasn't locked, and it's not particularly heavy, so I'll put that as a bonus action.
Okay, cool. I would like to cast Chaos Bolt on it.
Oh, that is one I'm not familiar with.
And that's in... Okay, good. I did
Is it in
bookmark
Xanathar's?
Yes.
Okay.
So Chaos Bolt... Oh gosh, I gotta find it. Oh no, so unprofessional. Oh no, here it is. So
This is the real D&D experience, you guys. Like, looking up the rules.
where's my character sheet? Oh, I put it over here. What's my plus? +9. So that is a 22.
That'll hit. What does it do?
Awesome.
So, Chaos Bolt is 2d6 plus 1d6 damage. Choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on that die determines the attack damage type.
Oh, okay.
So, I am going to roll a green and a purple. The purple will be the attack type. Wow.
That's a really bad roll. So what attack type is
Roll.
that?
I'm not going to use it. The purple. Which one did I say? The
You
purple.
said the purple.
Pretend
So
you're
it
the
will be
DM.
fire damage.
Okay.
And so it will be 5 plus my spellcasting mod of
Your sorcerer, it's
6.
You
charisma.
just rolled
Oh, just
3
charisma,
dice and
so
got
5.
5?
yeah,
You rolled-
Yeah.
you
2
rolled-
1s and a 3. So
Okay, so
that'll
what
be
was the total
10
damage?
total.
10
10
total
fire
fire
damage.
damage. Okay.
And then I will be like, yeah,
So you
Do you
close.
say Kia out
And then
loud?
I'll walk back or kind of runish back towards the tanky members of the party.
You say
Okay.
Kia out loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you close the door and GTFO. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
You are
Vasher, you're up.
I guess if the door's closed, can I close the distance and get in like a flanking position? So that like
to the
Are
side
you
of the door.
opening the door?
no. So like if the door's here, I'm gonna stand next to it, wait for him to bust
Okay.
open, and then like smack him in the back.
So you can ready an action.
Yeah.
The one thing is that you're only gonna get one swing.
That's fine.
Actually, with extra attack, I'll say you could get both of your, because that's your attack action. You get
Yeah.
both hits.
So
But
I'd
you
have
don't
a-
get your bonus. You
Right.
You can't save your movement. So it's just those 2 hits. That's it.
Would I get any sort of to hit bonus just because I'm waiting for him
It's basically
based on armor, I suppose. I guess.
He's not going to be surprised
Yeah.
because he knows you guys are behind
Alright.
the door. If you were hiding and he wasn't aware of you,
Alright.
then yeah, you would get like surprise bonus.
I'm readying my action then.
Okay, cool. So as soon as he gets in melee range of you, that's your trigger, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually closing the distance, so I'm as soon as he's opening the door and stepping out,
Yeah.
I'm in melee range.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So then, John Vandelar. It's the name. I keep being like, no, his name's Ryan.
Hey.
All right, come on, Vandy. What you got?
Doors are still closed.
Currently, yes. With him sort of ready right next to one side of it.
I
Are you
will.
going to be on the left or the right side?
Which way does it open?
To the left.
If it opens
my
to the
range.
left, then I'm actually standing just just to the right of where it would open on the left side, or to the left of where it opens.
So you
on
don't
the
have to
left
worry about a door hitting you in the face.
side. Right,
Yeah,
but
okay.
if he opens the door and looks to the left first, because it looks to the right first.
Basically, you want to catch his attention first, right?
No, I
when
want
he
him to not
walks
see
through?
me when he opens the door.
Okay, so you want to be on the back side.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Should
Got
have
it.
played a road.
So he's on the right. So he's on the right side of
Yeah, I'm going to ready an action, and my trigger is going to be him coming through the door, and then,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my action.
Okay. And if you want to do a bonus action or movement, do it now, and then you can save just the action.
How far away from the door am I? 40 feet, you said?
You
Or 40 feet
you would
from
come
the-
over, I think, right? So
Yeah.
you're like
I was waiting for him to.
you're
go
like
in.
pretty much maybe like 10 feet away.
Okay, I'll back up my 30 feet first.
Okay.
And so I'm like basically facing right at the door, so as soon as he
Okay.
comes in,
And so your action's going to be a spell.
it's going to be a spell, yes.
Okay. Is it a cantrip or a spell slot?
It's a spell slot.
Okay.
Can I do
Just
that?
so you know, if you ready a spell slot, it does use it, even if it doesn't hit. Or if you so just,
It is a cantrip, actually. Sacred
Okay,
Flame.
then you're good.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'm new to casters.
That's cool.
I get to use one of these maneuvers.
So then,
It's up to 3 per long rest,
Yes.
or. Sorry, I don't know how to play this character.
you're fine. You're
dare
fine. You
you.
guys look up how many superiority dice you have. Okay, so this guy.
You have 5 superiority dice that,
Alright.
that you can use on any of those 3. You can use them
Can I
multiple times.
see the page for those? 74.
This guy's going to.
All the bolded ones right here.
Yeah.
On his turn, he's gonna fly up.
He can fly?
Well, he's on the other side of the door, so you can't actually see it. But so he.
Since he's flying.
Writing it down.
I heard
Flies.
flies in
Superiority
the
die
ground.
is D6.
D8.
D8. Cool.
So yeah, you all see the door open,
Slowly open.
and he starts to come through the door, and you guys get your attacks that you're saving.
Uh-oh.
So go ahead and start rolling.
Well,
It's all you.
I'll go first. It doesn't matter who
Go
goes
for it.
first, or do you
Not
have a
particularly.
preference? I'll go first so that you don't get
deck
my way.
save. Nope.
Sacred Flame is deck save.
Yeah, you don't roll anything except damage.
Oh yeah, you're doing Sacred Flame.
Okay. I would know that if I had my book.
Rude.
He makes it.
He does? Okay. So half damage, right?
No
It's
damage.
No
no
damage?
damage because
Okay.
it's a cantrip.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I did my best.
Alright, Levi.
Rolled a
What
19.
you got?
So I get like 5 hits,
Yowzers.
I think. Or
No,
no, do I
you only
get
get
3? I
one.
get 2 hits.
You get 2 on
This
your
isn't
action.
this
'cause
isn't
you
the new
saved an
action. This is
yeah.
my saved action. Okay. We're gonna.
That's cocked. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. So I'm adding
Take the
8.
cocked one.
Yeah, 11.
No.
11.
Did that count as cocked?
No.
Okay. 27.
That'll hit.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So you can roll that.
D8.
And what kind of weapon are you using?
Battle axe.
What is it?
Slashing.
Is it magical
Slashing.
or no?
I don't think so.
not a-
He didn't take any magic
didn't take a plus
items,
one, okay.
so I mean, no.
Cool. All right. Go ahead.
Great. You guys got to hit this guy with magical stuff.
I'm trying, dude.
12
12 damage.
12 damage. Slashing.
So yeah, you don't get quite as much purchase on that as you thought you would. Which is my way of saying he's resistant to what you did. Yeah. Okay. So then Orgron's up.
Alright.
So this glowing floating suit of armor has emerged. Oh, sorry, he didn't finish his turn. That was him dashing. So he's just there with these two. So
Okay. So my arrow didn't work.
Or just because you didn't hit high enough.
yeah, it's just
You just have to roll
better.
better.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll
What was
try
this
again.
called? What dice? Please.
Okay.
Superior.
90.
Okay, superior.
No,
dice.
23.
Is there a good way to keep
23?
track of them, or just
And that will
somewhere in the
hit,
corner?
and you're using a longbow plus 1.
Yes.
I would just like put a dash in here somewhere.
So
when
go
you
ahead and
use
roll
one.
that damage. That's the
Okay.
D8
You have not used one yet, though.
plus, I think, 6.
Okay.
That's a D20, so you need the...
D.
Yeah.
Square one.
Square.
Nope.
Nope.
D8.
D6? Oh.
That one.
Okay.
There you go.
So plus 8.
It's plus... It's this
Oh,
one's
yeah,
damage.
plus 10.
10? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Same thing, not as much purchase as you thought.
That one's coming from a magical weapon, so it actually
Good
does
to go.
a little more effect.
Alright.
All right. And you get an extra attack, so you get to do that again.
Okay. This one.
Roll to hit. I think that's good.
23.
And then same thing, the D8 again. Yep.
So.
Go for it.
I'm just
plus
gonna mark
5.
it.
No. Plus 8.
Plus 6, right?
Plus 6.
Yeah.
12.
So 12. Awesome. Okay. Nicely done.
Alright.
Rutherian.
My eyes kind of go white.
Yeah.
Start to radiate a little bit, and I cast a spiritual weapon next to it.
Okay. So that's your bonus action. And then you can roll for attack.
Yes. Plus 9, so that would be 23.
Oh, got it. Okay. I did that math wrong in my head. Okay.
Is it not my weapon?
your
my regular attack?
It's your spell
Yeah. So,
attack, I think. Yeah.
yeah,
So
so
you're
23.
that hits.
Cool. Then it will do 10 points of damage.
And that is not
That would be,
Oh,
I
is
believe
that
it's radiant damage.
force or radiant.
Make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet. On the attack, force damage.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I take a defensive pose for my action.
Okay.
That will be my turn then.
All right. So you're taking the dodge action then.
Yeah, dodge action.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, French.
So then Vasher's up.
Yeah, so we're gonna smash his face.
All right.
Get him, Vasher. Get him.
Where's my more visible D20? I hate this one.
If
That
you
doesn't hit.
If
That's
you
a
can't
2.
find your more visible D20, you're doing it wrong.
It's under this page
Yeah.
marking
It
my
might,
face.
it might not be the D20 that's the problem.
So I missed with my first one. I rolled a 2, so it's like 10. The second one, though, I rolled a 27.
Yes.
So that's
that'll
good.
do it.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Plus 5, 10.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Okay.
And then my extra attack. Not enough roll space here, man. It would have been like an 18. 24.
Yes.
12.
Okay. And continuing with the same, like, the damage isn't doing as much as you think it would.
I got no other options. I hit people with axes.
All right, Vandy.
I am going to do. I'll do Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
I missed this. Who did he attack? I missed his turn, apparently.
He dashed towards
That's
us.
his attack.
Oh, so he like left me behind?
So he's double distance. He had to get out of the room, open the door.
Because he
and
was
then get into
40
the
feet
next
away
room.
from the door,
Yeah.
so it took 2 actions for him to get there.
Got it.
He saves. He rolled
He
a
saved again.
natural 16. So.
Okay.
Alright, so it's his turn. And now he's like kind of mad at you. I know you're gonna be shocked about it. So
Not surprised.
So he's gonna take his longsword. It's a katana,
Yep.
but it's the mechanics of a longsword. And attack you twice. So the first one is a 24
That
to
hits.
hit. So that is. He has a shield up, so he's using one hand. So that's gonna be a D8.
Give me this one.
So that's
for now, but
8 slashing damage to you.
thank you.
I'll take that. Not that I get it.
Yeah.
I can parry, is what I was saying.
And then the other one's a 9. So the second one misses, but the first one gives you 8 damage.
All right.
And like he's definitely going after you because you attacked him, but there's like a sort of precision in what he's doing. Like this is probably like maybe this person was a warrior at one point, but like very like you recognize this as a trained fighter that like
He's using a sword stance and
very-
not just flailing.
yeah, very very like exacting like in the way he wields. Yeah, exactly. So that's his turn. So then Orgaron.
Alright.
That's a 12 on the die.
Okay.
Plus it's 9, right?
21. Yes.
So yes, that will hit.
Okay. Oh, not this one. Yes.
Yes.
So 12.
And that'll do it. So
Alright.
you get that last
welcome.
shot. We'll say
You're 0 damage.
if you guys want to see what you were fighting, it is a helmed horror. So it's this guy.
Oh.
Kind of looks like a ring wraith a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
I
see?
think we got that on the
Nice.
screen.
Yep.
And so you hit it like right where the eyes would be. Of course, it's just red glow, but you hear just like and it like the suit of armor just falls to the ground, just like empty. Exactly. I've played enough Final Fantasy and Pokemon that whenever I sing the Final Fantasy victory song, it morphs into the Pokemon one. Yep, that's how that goes in my mind. Alright, so now that you've defeated the Helmed Horror, you are welcome to like check out the body or continue going, whatever you want to do. So, but
Checking out the body.
Yes.
Checking out the body.
Remove the mask.
All right, so you
Loot.
had seen, and those of you who were up close and personal would have seen that it had a chain with a big key around its neck, and so I assume you grabbed that key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem important.
I'll mage hand the key.
This one incidentally also has like a dragon sort of theme to it. That's sort of by chance that you pick dragons. And
Coincidence.
you also see some arrows, 3 arrows, like that look nicely crafted, protruding from the body.
Well,
I'm totally gonna take the arrows. I use them all the time. No.
Did somebody else
What?
fight?
I
Did you hit it with arrows?
yes, a couple times.
Okay.
Sorry, 3 arrows that are not yours. You also
Oh.
see yours. You can
Okay.
recover yours, which
I'll take
I'm not
mine.
making you track the number of arrows you have,
Yes.
so it doesn't really matter. But there are also 3 other arrows.
Okay.
Sorry to make that unclear.
I think we take him.
I think so too, but it's weird that there's no. I'm looking around and there's no bodies, right?
Have we looked in the room? Is there a corpse in the room?
Well, do we want to continue into the room, or do we
Yeah,
want to check
yeah,
outside?
you first.
It was facing that way, so I guess it wouldn't take long to go outside and check it out real quick. But it was facing that
Well, it was
that way, so
facing north.
Let's go in the direction of north.
Do we want to check outside? Because the door that you guys were looking, there was a door over there.
He was just standing rock solid still, right?
Right.
until we went.
So he could have been shot 3 weeks ago and just been walking around with those arrows in his back. He doesn't seem like a normal breathing creature to me. Did he?
Maybe it's just a weird form of acupuncture.
Yeah, no.
As
I bet that's what it is.
Because as especially evidenced by the fact that when he died, like, you guys look and there's not a creature inside that armor. Like, it's gone.
So
there's not a person in there.
I
There's
don't
no
think
body.
there was an additional person in combat or anything.
Clearly needed more acupuncture. He wasn't very relaxed.
He's kind of uptight.
Yes.
So, you guys go into the room a little bit? Yeah?
Well,
to
do
look
we
around?
want to check out this room or do we want to check out the other door?
I definitely want you to check out this room.
Yeah,
I've been hit enough.
let's start with the room.
You're the one who's
All right, how
in the front.
How about this? You check out this room. The three of us will check out outside. All right,
Oh,
good luck.
okay.
Well,
I like this idea. Let's put it to a vote.
I want to go to the room.
All right.
2-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take a nap right here.
Alright, so
Or I'll mage hand inside. There we go.
I'll check out the room.
Okay, so yeah, you go in, you see there's, it's that same sort of wood paneling that you saw in the entryway, and then there's sort of, could be like a stage or a dance floor or something like that, like a slightly different area in this room. And this is a pretty large room. It's
A dance floor? Is there beer around? Come on, guys.
it's like 70 feet long, like it's a large room, and then as you go, you see it kind of does this a little bit, and there's 2 doors to the left, which would be to the north, that the creature was, the dude was looking at, and then it kind of goes around like an L, with a door here and a door here, and that is also another like 60 feet long at its longest point, so it's like a pretty big room. You might not think of it as a dance floor, but like it's a different wooden floor, like inset in, maybe to make it more comfortable for something. Or
Great for torture parties.
I'd like to do a
What else do
religion
we
check
do?
and see if this has any religious type of.
Okay.
Yeah,
go right ahead.
Int. Oh, that sucks. 20.
20. Okay.
Non-natural.
So you have been to other temples like this. You think that maybe the wood is in as perhaps a spot for kneeling or meditating, or maybe it was a gathering place or a ceremony hall, something like that, and that was where
Am I
stuff
able to
would take
detect
place.
any icons or symbols carved in there that I might recognize or not recognize? Being in religious purposes.
Yeah. You don't see... you don't see too much in the way of, like, religious symbols. You see, again, a decent amount of these, like, animal motifs, dragons and horses and that sort of thing. Nature motifs, but not anything that seems to, like, reference a god.
A deity. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll just keep that information to myself.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to do about this room?
Does anything look interesting? It's a room. It's got floors. There's
Trees in it, though.
Trees. It's got the 2 doors, both of which are closed to the north.
I have
and
an
they
idea.
lead to an outside area. Like we could just walk out and back around to the north. Or
They're
like,
closed.
Why don't we open it? Let's open it.
I have
The 2 doors to the north are closed.
I have a great idea though. I think we should go check out outside first.
fine with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys in?
Sure.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm
So you're
just
gonna
here to hit
backtrack
stuff with
outside, okay.
axes.
Before we head outside, why don't we take our mid-session break?
Sure.
So we'll take about 10 minutes. We'll come back. They'll explore the outside. Hijinks will ensue.
Yay!
All right.
And so we'll see you.
Good idea, John Vandelar.
I hate you.